So welcome back to another episode of the Daily EK. Today's install is a rather easy one, but one that can definitely make a big impact. And these guys right here are the various shift knobs that I have to work with. On the far right here, we have the Battlecraft shift knob, Hyper Teardrop. Really enjoy that thing in my EG. These two are the same. It's the Password JDM. It's a weighted shift knob, a fairly weighted one, the heaviest of the bunch here. These are both the same model, just in the red and the blue. The blue I had in my EK before. The red one I got for the EG initially, but you know, I've traded it out for that Battlecraft. And then this is one that K-Tuned had sent us. When they went ahead and sent us those shifters to install, this K-Tuned piece is definitely the most different of the bunch, but these are the ones I have to work with, and I want you guys' opinions on what I should put in the car. Now, just out of sheer curiosity, what I'm gonna do here is go ahead and weigh these things. If you look when you're buying a shift knob, they give this super dramatic description on how the perfectly weighted shift knob just makes all the difference and it's all about the feel and everything. Well, again, just out of sheer curiosity, let's weigh these things. I went ahead and looked them up online. So I know this Battlecraft one is supposed to be 5.6 ounces or 160 grams, they label it. And look, there you go. We're set on ounces, 6 ounces. How about the Password JDM ones? Both of these are supposed to be the same piece here. This Password JDM one is supposed to come in at 6.1. Surprisingly, that's actually a little bit closer, 6.2. Let's go ahead and weigh the blue one just out of curiosity. 6.23. And then this K-Tuned one here, this is supposed to be 5.5 ounces. 0.2 over 5.7. Not bad. But so as far as those weighted shift knobs, again, to those companies, and so everyone knows, I mean no disrespect by weighing those things. I was just sincerely curious. I realize that in production, you know, certain things are going to be off a little bit, and it's such a small amount of weight that you're talking about that there's not a whole lot of wiggle room for error. So I get it. No offense to anybody. But it is interesting, you know, because when you read on their websites, you're like, oh, they write out this beautifully crafted paragraph, you know, that's always like the perfect weighted shift knob, 6.1 ounces. You know, it's just like that everything is so finely crafted and just perfect. And then you go and weigh the thing and it's not that, you know. it's a little funny. It's a little funny, isn't it? And so here's what I'm working with. What we have here is the old shift boot. See, this thing has just been in there forever, since the car was made. Pretty dang clean underneath, and why wouldn't it be? Pretty cool that that's been there so long, but you know, it's seen better days. I actually ended up getting this for the EG, but I ended up not going with a center console inside the EG, as you all know. So I'm gonna go ahead and transfer this over to this guy. I think this red stitching is going to be perfect and look really good, complement the red color of my EK. It's leather or pleather, whatever it is, it really still feels very nice and new on this inside part. But the outside, you see, it's kind of cracked and gross. Time to get rid of it. And there we go. Yeah, look at that. It looks so it looks so sad when you try to stand them up like that next to each other. This guy has seen better days, huh? This one, you see, it still has a lot of life, a lot of spunk, so to speak. And before everyone tells me all about it in the comments, yes, I see that there is a logo here. Yes, I am going to install it facing the front of the car. I don't necessarily want to see it all the time. Just my personal preference. The other side is blank, and I like that better. You do what you want. All right, looking much better. Stands up a little easier. This guy, not very excited. Battlecraft. I totally love this shift knob. I've been using it in my EG, well, when I've been able to drive the thing. But I really, really enjoy the feel of this one. The Password JDM one, I've been using this, well, more specifically, I've been using this blue one in my EK out there for 7 years or something like that. I mean, it's been like a long time. So, you know, really cool. The newest one to me is this K-tuned one. I've never actually used it, but just on my own time, I went and put it in the car because I'm kind of leaning towards this one personally. I really like the feel of it. Okay, so, man, if I'm perfectly honest, I went into this thinking like, you know, oh, the K-tuned, like that one's cool. I've never used that one before. I was kind of leaning towards that one. Well, seeing them all in the car is like, dang, like they all have good qualities. Like, what would you choose? Like, man, I just don't even know. I really like the Battlecraft one. I'm not totally used to how the Battlecraft one feels, again, just to be perfectly honest, because it's in my EG and it's not something that I drive all the time. But I really enjoy how this grip feels. There's something about the way it grips that it just seems more natural. And I think it looks really good. It may be not looking as good through the lens here, like this camera shot may be a little overexposed because of the light there, but like it looks really solid, man. It looks really good in person. But dang, you know, the red one too has qualities. So the red one looks really good too, man. Like, I'm used to the way this shifter feels, so that definitely feels very familiar in this car. And to be honest, I was thinking the red of the shift knob may be just a little bit too much, because I really like just the subtle touch of that red stitching. But I'm thinking, you know, red car, red shift knob, like, is that too much? But I do enjoy that as well. I don't know. The one thing I will say about these shift knobs from Password JDM, and again, it's no knock on them, it's just my personal preference. I do think I want to move on from something else. Like, although I think this is cool, like I like that it's a little bit taller, I do kind of lose my grip. There have been times when I've gone to shift and I've actually missed, like, you know, you're shifting and your hand kind of falls off the shifter. Well, that's happened quite a few times on this blue guy here, and you know, the red one here is just the same. So that's why I was initially thinking, you know, I want to go with that K-tuned piece. It's different. So here's the K-tuned one, and I do like the way it looks. I think I'm liking it maybe a little less than what I was originally thinking now that I'm seeing it more in here. I do really enjoy the way it feels though. Like, it is very different, and I want to tend to do something like this. I don't know, I do really like that. Dang, guys. I do think as far as looks-wise, the Battlecraft one is my favorite. It has, like, the most classy look, I guess you could say. Like, I don't know, just that brushed aluminum kind of look. Like, it looks really good in here. I think I'm going to try this K-tuned one out for a while. It's totally not my favorite looks-wise, but I really, really like the way it feels. And I think it's just something where I'm just going to have to try them out. I own them all, so, you know, why not go through them like one a week and just mess around. One thing that I am really confident about is that I love this new shift boot. That was perfect touch. It just looks nice, crisp, new, and that stitching, that red stitching just looks really good, matches the car. Man, I dig it. So I definitely think a black shift knob or that silver shift knob is something the way I want to go. I don't know, I'm flip-flopping even right now. Like, I really like the Battlecraft one too. Nothing against the Password JDM one. I think they're really nice. It's a very weighted shift knob. But I do want to try something different. That's all. Like I said, I've had a few missed shifts with that thing, so I want to try something different. So super chill episode, right? Really easy install. I mean, a couple bolts. I mean, come on. When does that ever happen? And when does everything actually ever go to plan? So this was pretty nice. So yeah, I'm gonna keep playing around with these things. Maybe you'll see some different ones in different episodes. Thank you all so much for watching. Talk to you in the next one.